up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee, and I'm Angela Yee, and the JasmineBrand.com owner is here.
And you work for the Jasmine brand as well.
And I work for the Jasmine brand.
Not just any brand.
Her own brand.
Mm-hmm.
Own brand.
And Maynard was here, and you know Maynard loves to chat it up.
Y'all better stop for that petition. For that petition starts in front of the building.
All right, well, let's get into some Yeetie. Brent Faiyaz has struck a partnership with Steve Stout's UnitedMasters. It's a recording partnership and a creative agency. Steve Stout says that Brent Faiyaz is one of the most prolific independent artists today, and we are extremely excited to embark on this new partnership with him. It's been inspiring to watch his journey as an artist over the years, and with this partnership, we look to further amplify his creative vision and support his entrepreneurial ambitions. He also has a tour that's starting on July 16th.
Okay, cool.
All right. And he put out the new video for his song Rolling Stone from his Wasteland album. By the way, I love that album.
Yeah, it's nice.
Man, are you up on Brent Faiyaz like
course,
that? Yes.
Stop it.
Of course you are.
Of course. I like Brent.
Yeah, and he's a cool person, too.
We
hung
out with him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Brunch or
Yeah,
something?
we were at Black Swan.
Yep, in Baltimore.
In Baltimore. He's where he's from.
Yep.
You know, but shout out to Brent Faiyaz, super talented. And that's great to hear about their partnership. All right, now, speaking of touring, Live Nation, the CEO, has explained concert ticket prices and the fees. He wants to implement all-in pricing. You know all them fees. You be thinking the ticket is cheap.
Right.
And you're like, oh, this is a good price. And then you see what all the fees are. Sometimes those fees could end up being more than a damn ticket.
Right.
All right, well, he addressed that venues choose which ticketing company they want to use for the event based on which of them is able to meet their terms and conditions the best. And the venue sets the ticket fees themselves, and then they determine what percentage of the fees they're going to keep and how much they're going to give to the ticketing vendor in return. So the ticket company cannot try and negotiate the ticket fees. It's often a designated percentage of the actual ticket cost. So the more expensive the ticket, the higher the fee is
Right,
going
all
to
those
be.
That makes
fees.
sense,
You're
yeah.
paying for parking and popcorn at the same time.
Yeah, I mean,
Definitely.
it's ridiculous. So when you see Ticketmaster service fees, he said that Ticketmaster isn't actually getting most of that money. So just letting you guys know. But he also said that he does not, and Michael Rapinoe is the CEO of Live Nation. He also said that he doesn't think the costs and fees are justified at every price point. He said it's unreasonable for people to expect to see an artist in an arena for $20. So don't think that that's going to happen.
That would be nice, though.
Yeah, they should do that.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Wow.
But people got to make money too.
Of course.
You got to pay them union fees and all of that.
Yeah.
$20.
Mato's
Stop
disgusted at my suggestion of that.
All right, and Deontay Wilder was arrested in L.A. He was booked on a gun charge. According to reports, the cops smelled an odor of burnt marijuana coming from his car, so they searched his car, and they stopped him because his Rolls Royce's windows were illegally tinted, they said, and his license plate was obstructed.
Okay.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah, they was messing with them. That's
Weed,
when they tell you that they're
tent.
pulling you over for the tents. Yeah, that's a way of pulling you over. That's their
Right.
reason. And then they always say they smell weed.
Well, they did find weed, and they found a 9mm in the vehicle.
Weed is legal.
It is.
Maybe not in your car? I don't know.
Yeah.
I
Yes,
think you're
weed.
still not
Yeah,
supposed
it's
to
legal.
smoke, though, while you're
Got
driving,
it.
because that's still under the influence.
Got it.
So you're not supposed to do that, all right? They said he was very cooperative and nice throughout the whole ordeal, but he was booked on a charge of possession of a concealed weapon, and he bonded out right away after that. So he does have some fight negotiations going on right now.
He's innocent.
I can't imagine that. I doubt that this is going to affect any of that.
He's innocent, man.
And let's talk about Barbara Corcoran from Shark Tank. You know, she is a real estate mogul. She said that she almost never flies first class. This is what she told Bloomberg. She said she brings small luxuries aboard to feel like a queen while she's in coach.
Okay.
She does fly about 30 to 40 times a year. I would think she would get upgraded automatically normally, but she doesn't want to waste money.
She don't even want to fly in first class.
She don't want to pay for
She
it.
didn't want to pay for it, yeah. She doesn't want to waste money or miles upgrading to first class, and she said that she'd rather use that like on family, being able to fly and things like that. And she also said, I feel pretentious in first class, and I can't justify the additional costs.
And
So
she
if you
has
got-
money, so I love
Right.
that she's frugal in that way.
So if you got to get somewhere bad enough, would you fly, coach?
Yeah, I've done it.
How about
Listen,
you, Jasmine?
Sometimes if that price is way too high,
Yeah.
because look, I'm not Barbara Corcoran. I would love to fly first class everywhere I went, but
Right.
it doesn't always happen.
Right.
Sometimes first class is barely more expensive than coach, and so you're
Right.
like, well, it's worth it to pay an
like
extra
extra, yeah.
$80.
Yeah.
Right.
You know,
Right,
you might
sometimes.
Yeah.
sometimes. But then when it's like when you're flying to LA or Vegas and you're like, wow, it's $400 or $300 in coach, but it's $1,800 in first class. Might gotta do that coach flight.
Yeah. Well, I fly twice a week, so I almost always get upgraded. I'm too cheap to, unless it's like, a few $100, like not few, but like $100 or something like that. I just get upgraded because I fly so much.
Yeah.
Right, but the upgrade is not guaranteed though.
But
it's not.
It's not, but it happens a lot.
You
I
pray
get-
for it.
Yeah,
Right,
but
you
it,
pray-
no,
yeah, you pray.
it
pray
almost
for
always
it.
happens. I have a little. This is a short flight for me,
yeah,
back
'cause
and forth.
Yeah.
That's shuttle. That's
Yeah.
a shuttle flight.
Yeah. So
the first class ain't no different than coach, really.
yeah, it's just little. So,
All
yeah.
right, well, that's Barbara Corcoran. I do not refuse to fly first class. I enjoy it, but if
She
it's
don't
too
refuse either. She
expensive-
don't wanna spend
She
it.
said she refuses.
She refuses to pay extra.
She said that she feels pretentious in first class.
Oh, so it doesn't
Also,
matter. Even if
Want
it's
her
free, she's still not
mimosa
going to be up
in
there.
First class.
I think she lying about that part. But that is your Yee tea. And when we come back, we have About last night. Jasmine and I flew out first class to Orlando, and we're going to talk about our hotel because it is mixy. It's way up with Angela Yee.